The Naira state government has declared open a 3-day public officers retreat on contemporary challenges of change and good governance in the state. Declaring open the retreat, which has all political appointees, commissioners, permanent secretaries, members of State of Assembly, Governor Makura urged participants to shun all forms of abuse of office and corruption. The retreat, which is jointly organized by the Ibrahim Gambari-led Savannah Center for Diplomacy and Democracy, focuses on the need for all public office holders to conform to change in the discharge and management of resources.
Implies a conscious departure from institutional corruption and self-aggrandizement to zero tolerance to corruption, change from financial recklessness to financial discipline, change from ineptitude to attitudinal reorientation, and change from government for the few to an all-inclusive government. These are the precepts that triggered our institutionalization of the principles of accountability, transparency, due process, and prudent management of resources, which form the hallmark of good governance in our administration in the state. However, as a government that took over from a ruling party which was in the saddle for more than a decade, and indeed the only government on the platform of a political party that had no template for governance in Nigeria, we faced a lot of challenges, including threats of impeachment from the House of Assembly that was overwhelmingly dominated by erstwhile ruling party then.
Hence, it becomes imperative for us to continue to contribute as a center in making sure that government delivers on its campaign promises by organizing this retreat, where the clear and pressing challenges of governance will be discussed. While it is good to have successful elections, periodic elections in themselves do not ensure good governance.
The last speaker but one was Naira State Governor Tanko Makura at the retreat for public officers on change and good governance. Now to education and Benue State. The former Vice Chancellor of the Benue State University, Professor Charity Angya, has been accused of a multi-million naira fraud while she was at the helm of affairs from 2010 to 2015. The allegation is contained in a 3-volume visitation panel report submitted to the Benue State Governor Samuel Otom, with details of over 40 million naira personally collected by Professor Angya as accommodation allowance. The chairman of the visitation panel, Professor Zachary Gundu, while presenting the report to Governor Otom, also said some principal officers defrauded the institution by collecting over 6.4 million naira as housing allowances instead of 650,000 naira per annum.
Council has also approved the renovation and furnishing of the VC's lodge for the former Vice Chancellor at the cost of slightly more than 22 million naira. This money was given to her directly, yet when she moved into the lodge, she was given a financial grant of 20 million naira. She vandalized the lodge when she was moving out. We may not be able to go into all the details here, except to say many leakages were identified, including indiscriminate collection of city allowances.
In the southeast, the Imo State Police Command has arrested the prime suspects behind the killing of a customs officer who was attacked along the Owerri-Aba Expressway while on duty. Lining up the suspects at the command headquarters in Owerri, the Imo State capital, the Commissioner of Police, Taiwo Lakanu, explained that the hoodlums attacked the team of customs officers who were on assignment, killing one and taking away his AK-47 rifle. Mr. Lakanu hinted that the suspects were apprehended by officers of the State Criminal Investigation and Intelligence Department. The State Commissioner of Police also lined up 7 people suspected to be involved in various criminal activity.
The prime suspects in connection with the killing, one Chibuzo Ike, male of Umwota Umuhu, Ngopala, local government area, and one Henry Ndubusi Simon, male of number 24 New Road, Amakohia, in Owerri, North Local Government, were arrested and they led operatives to the hideout of other gang members at World Bank area in New Owerri, where the AK-47 alias snatched and its magazine assigned to the slain custom officer was recovered. Investigation is still ongoing and concerted efforts are being made to apprehend other members of the gang for prosecution. Some of the achievements within the last 2 weeks are as follows. Number of armed robbery murder suspects arrested, 2. Number of kidnap suspects arrested, 5. Number of armed robbery suspects arrested, 7. Number of suspects arrested for unlawful possession of firearms, 5. Total number of arms recovered, 12. Number of vehicles recovered, 2. Total number of suspects arrested, 19. The Commissioner of Police Ibom Command wishes to express its profound gratitude to members of the public as well as the entire law-abiding citizens of Imo State for their unalloyed support to officers and men of the command in their efforts to stem crime and criminality in the state, while assuring them of our determination to ensure a peaceful environment as we look forward to a crime-free related celebrations.
The Imo State Police on the go in that story. To the Anambra State government, who are proposing an appropriation bill of 101.4 billion naira for the 2016 fiscal year. This is 38% less than 164.49 billion naira proposed in 2015. Presenting the bill to the State House of Assembly, Governor Willie Obiano explained that the budget will focus on developing agriculture, trade and commerce, oil and gas, and other key sectors in the state.
Therefore, propose a budget of 101.4 billion. This represents a significant decrease of 38% over the current last fiscal year budget estimate. During the 2016 fiscal year, this administration will be totally focused and committed to aggressive development of our economic pillars and enablers. We shall continue to partner with the private sector to deliver on our economic objectives in the areas of agriculture, industry, trade and commerce, oil and gas, while our economic enablers will require a great deal of public sector financing and support.
Anambra State Governor Willie Obiano with his budget proposal to the State House of Assembly. From there to the Southwest, as part of efforts to increase its revenue generation drive, the Osun State government has trained about 210 youth as part of the tax revenue marshals to help in the collection of tax, particularly in the informal sector. Drawn from all the 30 local government areas across the state, the tax collectors, christened Osun revenue marshals, were also armed with point-of-sales machines each to ease their activity. They're expected to deal with the informal sector of the state's economy by taking the collection process to the doorsteps of market men and women, artisans, amongst others. And with that move to make sure they get their tax situation in the right corner pocket, the Osun State government, we bring this edition of News Across Nigeria to a close. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Olumide Macaulay. See you again.